5 natural ways to boost men's strength, blood flow, and testosterone after 60. What if one simple bite could flip a switch in your body, reviving your manhood in minutes? No pills, no shame. Most men over 60 never hear this truth, but today you will. I remember sitting across from a friend of mine, a man who once felt unstoppable in every sense of the word. He had built a life he was proud of, a loving wife, a family that respected him, a body that had carried him through decades of hard work. But when he crossed into his 60s, something changed. He told me with a pain in his eyes that still haunts me that he felt like a ghost of the man he used to be. His body no longer responded the way it once did. His confidence fell apart, and he started to believe the best days of his masculinity were simply behind him. It broke my heart because I know he is not alone. Millions of men go through this silent struggle. They carry shame, disappointment, and a sense of failure they can't even say out loud. The worst part is that no one tells them the truth, that age does not have to steal their power, their pride, or their pleasure. That the problem is not them, it's the habits they were never taught to change. I need you to know right now, you are not broken. There is a way forward, and it doesn't involve risky medications or awkward trips to the pharmacy. It starts with what you put on your plate. Today, I'm going to share 5 natural science-backed foods that can help you rebuild strong circulation, healthy testosterone, and a sense of masculine confidence you thought was gone forever. So if you want to keep hearing honest, powerful stories like this, please subscribe and support this channel. That is what helps me keep bringing these life-changing messages to men like you. Before we move on, I want to ask you one thing. If you had to choose which matters more to you right now, A, restoring your physical performance, or B, restoring your confidence? Type A or B in the comments, and let's learn from each other. Because the truth is, you might find that both are waiting for you just ahead. The first fruit I want to bring to you today is the pomegranate. You might have passed it countless times in the grocery store without realizing that inside those ruby-red seeds lies one of the most powerful allies a man over 60 could ever find. I'm not talking about a trendy health craze or some exotic promise. This is nature's own circulation supercharger, a fruit that can help restore a flow of life and confidence you thought was gone. For many men, the greatest heartbreak isn't losing the desire for intimacy. It's losing the ability to act on it. As we age, our blood vessels stiffen, narrow, and become less responsive. Suddenly, the simple function you once took for granted turns into a source of shame, frustration, and self-doubt. That's where pomegranate steps in with a quiet, extraordinary power. Packed with polyphenols, pomegranate supports your body's natural nitric oxide, the very compound that allows blood vessels to expand and deliver oxygen-rich blood where it matters most. When blood starts to flow freely again, something else begins to flow too: your confidence. Just one 8-ounce glass of fresh pomegranate juice each morning can gradually awaken those forgotten pathways, helping you feel more like yourself again without harsh medications or uncomfortable doctor visits. And if juice isn't your thing, you can eat the seeds or blend them into a smoothie. The secret is consistency, letting this simple fruit work in harmony with your body's own wisdom day after day. I'll never forget a story from Harold, a 74-year-old living in a quiet corner of Iowa. He had been carrying the weight of doubt for years, barely able to look his wife in the eye, feeling as though he had lost the right to be called a man. But when he began adding pomegranate juice to his breakfast, change crept in. Within weeks, he told me he felt stronger, steadier, and ready to share himself again without fear. You are not broken. You are not finished. Your body is waiting for the right support. And pomegranate is one simple, powerful way to begin. If you've ever felt that age has stolen something from, you know this. You can start reclaiming it today, one glass at a time. The next fruit I want to share with you might surprise you because it seems so simple, so familiar, almost too ordinary to hold any secret power. I'm talking about watermelon, that bright, juicy summertime favorite you probably remember enjoying as a kid. But behind its sweetness is something truly remarkable, especially for men who feel their body's natural strength slipping away. Watermelon is loaded with a compound called citrulline, which the body transforms into arginine, a key amino acid that relaxes and widens blood vessels, making blood flow smoother and more powerful, exactly where it counts most. For so many men over 60, the mind still burns with desire, but the body doesn't cooperate. It is one of the cruelest betrayals of aging when your spirit says yes, but your physical self says no. That mismatch can leave you feeling humiliated, alone, and disconnected from the person you love. Citrulline can help restore that bridge, allowing you to experience again the harmony of mind and body, working together without harsh chemicals or dangerous side effects. Most people don't know that the highest levels of citrulline hide in the pale white rind of watermelon, the part nearly everyone throws away. That rind, blended into a smoothie or juiced with the red flesh, can quietly begin rebuilding your circulation and improving your ability to respond. It is not an overnight miracle, but rather a gentle daily message to your body that you still care, that you still believe in its strength. I think of Frank, a 69-year-old from Arizona, who told me he had all but given up on intimacy. It wasn't that he had lost interest, but he had lost faith in his body. After he started adding a few slices of watermelon rind included to his meals every day, something shifted. Within 2 weeks, he could feel his confidence stirring again. He told me he even reached for his wife's hand without fear of disappointing her, a simple gesture that had felt impossible for years. Watermelon is affordable, easy to find, and so wonderfully refreshing, especially during the hot summer months. Whether you eat a couple of slices each day or toss the rind into your blender, you're giving yourself more than just hydration. You're giving your masculinity a chance to rise again, gently and naturally. If you've been searching for a way to believe in your body, once more remember that sometimes the simplest things can carry you home. The next gift nature has been saving for you might be sitting quietly in the produce aisle, earthy and unassuming, waiting to change everything you thought you knew about aging. I'm talking about beets, yes, those humble, deep red roots that too many of us push to the side of our plate. But I promise you, after today, you'll never see them the same way again. Beets have earned a reputation among doctors and researchers for being a kind of natural Viagra, and it is well-deserved. Packed with dietary nitrates, they help your body produce nitric oxide, the same molecule that many erectile medications try to mimic. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax and widen, letting oxygen-rich blood flow smoothly to the places that help you feel like a man again. Unlike synthetic drugs that can come with dangerous side effects, beets work in harmony with the heart and circulation, supporting steady blood flow without spiking your blood pressure or interfering with common medications many men take after 60. That's why I believe beets belong on your table if you're searching for a natural, dependable way to feel strong and connected again. I remember talking with Gerald, a 72-year-old from Ohio, who was skeptical at first. The idea that a root vegetable could change his confidence seemed ridiculous, but he was tired of feeling like half a man, so he decided to try. He started drinking about 4 ounces of beet juice every morning, and within a few weeks, something remarkable happened. He told me he felt recharged, almost like his engine had been tuned up after years of running rough. Not only did he notice improvements in intimacy, but he felt sharper, more awake, even more willing to take a long walk with his wife without worrying he'd tire out too soon. That is the quiet magic of beets. You can roast them, juice them, or slice them into salads, and every bite is a small investment in the spark you still carry inside. This isn't about forcing your body to act young. It's about giving your body the tools to be fully itself again right now in this moment of your life. If you've ever doubted whether your best days could return, I invite you to let this powerful root remind you that you still have energy, you still have courage, and you still have time to write a new story, one full of strength and pride. The next powerful ally might surprise you because it tastes almost too good to be true. Dark chocolate, yes. The rich, slightly bitter chocolate with at least 70% cacao is far more than an occasional treat. For men over 60, it can be a sweet and simple way to help reclaim healthy circulation and a sense of youthful vitality. Inside dark chocolate are flavanols, remarkable plant-based compounds that do more than just please your taste buds. These flavanols help relax blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and improve the way your arteries function. In other words, they encourage a smooth, steady flow of oxygen-rich blood to every corner of your body, including those intimate places where confidence and connection live. There is something beautiful about this process. While so many men feel pressured to take pills or undergo painful treatments, dark chocolate offers a gentle, natural way to support the same blood flow benefits without fear or shame. Studies out of the University of California showed that men who regularly ate small amounts of dark chocolate experienced higher nitric oxide activity in their bloodstream, which is the same pathway many erectile support medications use. The difference: chocolate works with your body, not against it. I'll never forget talking to Walter, a 76-year-old from Florida, who shared how 2 small squares of dark chocolate after dinner changed the way he moved through his days. His energy was stronger. His evening walks felt easier, and he told me with a grin on his face that he felt almost 20 years younger. It wasn't magic. It was the quiet return of circulation and hope wrapped in a delicious daily ritual. If you decide to try this, keep it simple. Choose high-quality dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao and enjoy about 1 ounce in the evening. Let it melt slowly on your tongue, knowing you are doing something kind for your heart, your blood flow, and your sense of pleasure. This isn't about indulgence without purpose. It's about choosing foods that support the stage of life you're in and help you feel proud, powerful, and connected once again. Dark chocolate is proof that sometimes the sweetest gifts are the simplest, ready to remind you that joy and confidence still belong to you. The final food I want to share with you may seem so humble, so ordinary, that you'd never guess the power it holds. Spinach, yes, that simple green vegetable you may have pushed aside as a kid, deserves a place of honor on your plate today. For men over 60, spinach is far more than just a side dish. It's a genuine liberator of your testosterone and a quiet champion of your overall vitality. Here's what makes spinach so remarkable. It's packed with magnesium and folate, two nutrients that are absolutely critical for maintaining strong, flexible arteries. When your blood vessels are relaxed and open, oxygen-rich blood can flow exactly where it needs to go, fueling not just your heart and brain, but the most personal parts of your masculine identity. That alone is reason enough to respect spinach, but it goes deeper. Spinach helps to lower levels of something called sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG. As you age, SHBG tends to rise, locking away your free testosterone and leaving you with less of this crucial hormone to support your strength, your stamina, and your sense of manhood. By reducing SHBG, spinach helps free up more active testosterone, giving you back a natural advantage without pills, needles, or risky interventions. I think of Richard, a 76-year-old from Wisconsin, who told me he had felt so tired and dull for years that he nearly gave up on intimacy altogether. After adding spinach to his morning omelets and tossing generous handfuls into his dinner salads 5 days a week, he noticed a spark returning. His mornings felt more energized, his sleep deeper, and to his surprise, his wife of over 50 years told him he seemed like the man she first fell in love with decades ago. That is what real food can do. If you want to try this for yourself, aim for 1 to 2 cups of cooked spinach each day, or mix it raw into a smoothie for a milder taste. It doesn't have to be fancy, just consistent. Spinach may look modest, but it sends a powerful message to your body. You are not finished. You are not past your prime. And there is still a world of connection and confidence waiting for you. Every leaf, every bite is a quiet vote of faith in your own resilience. You can reclaim what age has tried to take from you, starting right now with something as simple as the greens on your plate. As we come to the end of this journey, I hope you see something far bigger than just 5 foods on a grocery list. Every choice you make, every bite you take, can become a quiet act of reclaiming your power, your pride, and your sense of possibility as a man. These 5 simple natural foods, pomegranate, watermelon, beets, dark chocolate, and spinach, are not exotic or impossible to find. They are right here waiting for you to give your body a second chance. Too often we are taught that growing older means accepting decline, that we should get used to fading away, letting our bodies betray us, and stepping aside from the things that made us feel alive. But I am here to remind you that you have earned the right to feel strong, connected, and confident, no matter your age. You have earned the right to stand proudly in front of the mirror and see a man who still matters, a man whose best days do not have to be behind him. The true lesson in all of this is that your health, your masculinity, and your relationships are worth fighting for. They are worth a handful of spinach on your plate, a few slices of watermelon in the summer, a glass of pomegranate juice in the morning. They are worth caring for because you are worth caring for. When you feed your body wisely, you honor not just your physical health, but the spirit that still burns inside you, the part of you that refuses to quit. My hope is that you will not just watch this video and move on, but take one step today to apply what you have learned. Try adding even one of these foods to your meals. See how you feel after a week, and let that tiny spark remind you of the strength that is still yours. These choices are not about chasing youth. They are about living this moment of your life as fully and as powerfully as you can, with no shame, no fear, and no apology. So here is a simple question I'd like to ask you. Which one of these 5 foods do you think you will try first? Please comment below with your answer, so that others in our community can learn from your choice. If you found this message meaningful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss another video. And if you feel inspired, please consider making a small donation to help us keep creating honest, powerful health content for older men. Your support means the world, and together we can make sure no man feels alone on this journey. Thank you for being here, and remember, your story is far from over.